Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BA'Hashem, YAHAWASHI, BA'Hashem, RICANS. Give all honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and shalom to mighty Akim, Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Call Cub coming at you with another lesson. And today we're going to be talking about how these women they're in for some trouble, all right? So, there's I've heard a lot of stuff. One thing that I heard of was, I forgot who said it originally, but they were saying that if you want to go after a nation of people or a race of people, whichever, you have to go after their women, all right? Because, you know, in a way, all right, they are a bit of the, like, I want to say the center, the heart of it, the core. All right. Oh, actually, funnily enough, all right. Funnily enough, like if you think about I hate calling it a metaphor. Slakia. If you think about the parable, all right. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahawashi, and the head of the woman is a man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahawah. So, in a way, kinda, the women are the heart, so to speak, because the head of the woman, okay, in the body, in the parabolic body, is the man. So the man is the head, yes, but also the woman is the heart, so it's the core, all right? And the thing is, while a lot of times women are, attempting to teach their children, all right? Even now, you have women that are, I kind of want to say, let's actually just take a quick look, because I don't want to talk out my ass. What is the thing called? Statistics of female. Okay, so. Okay, wow. Damn, can't believe I actually found it. So 74.3% of all teachers are women, while 25.7% of teachers are men. So yeah, that is a perfect example of that, how, women are usually the ones that are teaching, but are they teaching right, okay? And the thing is, especially for, primarily, I want, not even just for schools and whatnot, but like at home, the women's job is to look after the kids, in a traditional sense, all right, in a traditional sense. So of course, if you have the woman teaching the children, boy or girl, all right, this and the third, all this Babylonian doctrine, then of course the kids are going to go off be led astray off the right path, all right? But in addition to that, women, okay, that are, basically getting in over their heads, all right? And you were to watch this video right quick, because I thought it was pretty funny, because I saw another video done by the same brothers. I'll probably put a link to this in the description, and maybe another one if I can find it, all right? Where this so-called black woman was, acting all tough, all right? And then when she gets hit with a brick, I believe, all right, then she's saying, "Oh, where's all the Slakia? You have all these black men over here, and they didn't even try to help me or anything like that." All right, so it is the double-mindedness and the stupidity. Okay, the stupidity in saying that you don't need a man, and then expecting a man that you don't even know, okay, that you don't belong to protect you and help you and all this stuff, okay? Straight, that's literal stupidity.
Gonna be honest, women really is like fuck men. It's all about me.
When you guys see this, and number one, she's saying there were a group of men standing around, probably on their damn cell phones, looking to get the shot instead of trying to protect a woman. Your thoughts on this?
I feel like black women are not being protected these days. I mean, but then I don't know if you watch social media, but then there are a lot of women on here who are saying, well, I don't need a man and I don't need this and I don't need that. So we kind of have to take accountability. If we're out here saying that, then are the men going to protect us? But I thought that chivalry is, I guess, is dead.
Example, when Jacob's trouble hits. I'm getting involved in something that doesn't.
Yo, her face is fucked up. I'm sorry, but damn, that is ugly.
Concern you, go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastic. This is Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus 11:9. Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not.
Yeah, so if it doesn't concern you, those men, that didn't concern them. Yeah. You know, she wasn't their woman, man. All right? They didn't have that woman, man. All right, so they're not responsible for her.
You know, I'm just gonna be.
So yeah, basically that's also another thing. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That reminds me of another thing. You know how, actually I heard of this one story that happened in Japan. This couple, all right, this Japanese couple. The guy, the husband, whatever, boyfriend, whatever you want to call them, he was hitting his girlfriend and whatnot, and then an American, visitor, whatever, foreigner, whatever you want to call him, he was trying to defend her because that's obviously what Babylon or America taught them to do, taught them to think, oh yeah, if you see a woman getting hurt, you have to help her, blah blah blah, this and the third. And then as he was helping her, and the American dude was fighting the Japanese guy, all right, the girl that was just getting beat the fuck up by her boyfriend just like sucker punched the dude in the back of his head or whatever, and then he's like, the dude is confused, and then they just go and walk together and leave, all right. And the crazy thing was, there was no other Japanese person trying to defend or help out or trying to defuse the situation. And that's a very common thing. Like in Japan, as I've heard, because I've never been there. Not obviously, but I've never been there. But I heard that whenever like something crazy is happening, like they do not care. They will mind their own business. All right. And the crazy thing is, like, yeah, I guess you can think, oh yeah, it's messed up or whatever, but in all honesty, like, sometimes stuff just does not involve you, especially the matters of a man and his woman. A man and his woman, okay, when he's, I guess, I don't really know what the proper thing to say when he's dealing with her or whatever, okay, like, mind your damn, like, these people, these simps need to mind their own business, honestly, because if you are, I also heard it, Slaki, there's also another story that I believe it was actually in America, where there was this couple, okay, they were fighting, or not really fighting, but the dude was beating on his girl again. Another instance of that. A random other dude came to the defense of the girl, and either the guy pulled a gun on the dude that was joining in, or the girl pulled a gun on him and they shot him. He died, and then the couple that was fighting and whatever, they just left. Like, it's literally that simple. Like, don't be, involving yourself in matters that do not involve you. Okay. Now, I will say that there are times when we should be looking after our brother and sisters, of course, but who are our brother and sister? Okay. I want to say Matthew chapter 12 verse 50, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. So the like-minded individuals, the people that are doing the work just as you are, those are considered your brother, your sister, your mother. Those, and also, oh, that's another one. That's a beautiful one. Genesis chapter 4 verse 9, and the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not, am I my brother's keeper? So we have to be our brothers and sisters keeper. We have to keep an eye out on our brothers and sisters. Okay, so yes, we have to look out for our brothers and sisters, all right, but we're not supposed to be looking out for just any random Jake, any random Israelite, any random person, all right. Mind, because especially in let me get this as well. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse from the top, when thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it, so shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. So if you watch who you're doing good to, there's going to be a benefit. There's going to be a reward for it. Okay. But also, verse 2, do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find recompense. And if not from him, yet from the Most High, there can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. Give to the godly man and help not a sinner. So, I actually have to go to the next verse. Verse 5, do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. Hold back thy bread, and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby, and else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt have done unto him. So if you give good or do good for a wicked person, then there's going to be double the evil that comes, double the evil of the good that you did to help that wicked person out. All right. So there's a punishment for helping out a wicked person. All right. So that's why we need to be aware to who we're helping out. We can't just help out any random, especially with these people that are all about this whole, we're the same nation, we need to help each other out. No, that is wrong. Just because you can't just say this person is an Israelite, so I'm just going to help them out. Or whatever. No, you have to understand and know, okay, this person is a like-minded individual, all right? Especially if you are thinking that, oh yeah, I just want to help this random so-called black women. Black women say that, oh, black women are unprotected. And while yes, that is true, black women are not, I think black women are the most, black women and interchangeably so-called black women and so-called Native American women are interchangeably unprotected, because I believe the so-called Native American women is the most kidnapped, whereas most of the violent crimes happen to so-called black women. But the thing is, okay, or the context I want to, present is the fact that the so-called black woman is always trying to, talk about this whole pride thing, or I can do this, or feminist spirit and all that crap. Okay, so it's really hard to even want to not just protect, but even want to protect a so-called black woman or a so-called Israelite woman, more specifically when they are too far gone in that Babylonian mindset, and they just don't, and they want to buck up against, not only the men of the Lord, but just Jake in general. All right, so like, it's really primarily at the fault of their own. All right. but also I will say that Esau also is definitely targeting them. I would assume so. All right. Isaiah chapter 32 verse 9, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, but ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. So this is a warning. Slocky, this is a warning. You know, all you women that are thinking that, oh yeah, it's peaches and cream, sunshine, lollipops and rainbows, everything's good. Like this is quote unquote my life. This is my society. This is my whatever, my time. Hot girl summer, all that shit, all that feminist shit. All right, you know, there's gonna come the time when you are going to just be straight up suffering and begging for a man of the Lord. All right, not just any man, but a man of the Lord. All right, is going to come very soon. Okay, especially with you women that were giving the men of the Lord trouble. All right, because you know there's a lot of so-called definitely seen videos of so-called black women just bucking up and talking shit, all this stuff, and disagreeing with the prophets, okay, that are trying to get them to repent. All right, because at the end of the day, the prophets, when we do this, I'll speak for myself, I guess. Okay, well, no, it's they've not only have they said it, okay, the prophets, and even though I don't really want to speak on behalf of other camps because I'm not a part of them, they have said that they do it out of love. They do love their people. They do wish the best for their people, but it's hard it's hard sometimes because our people, they don't appreciate the love that we have for them, and the fact that we try to tell, like, for example, like if you have a brother or whatever and you tell him, hey, stop eating fucking McDonald's, it's bad for you, this, that, and the third, and they just don't listen to you, and then they just get sick, and then they do this and that and the third, whatever, okay, like it's like you couldn't, there was nothing you could do because they just didn't want to listen. All right, and you know it's ultimately because the Lord blinded you. All right, but as for you sincere women that are actually, you know, attempting to make things right, you know, diligently reverencing your husbands, your heads, your whatever, all right, Yahawadah, you receive mercy, all right, as well as you try to help build up, you know, the younger next generation, or whatever you want to call them, of Israelite women to act right. All right. Let me move on. Also, this also is in let me see if this is, yep, it is. Slovakia. Okay, so it's also in correspondence to this video how, you know, the so-called black woman does not give a fuck about Jake. All right. So all these women that think that it's all sweet when you get a brick in your face. Slocky, when you get a brick in your face, and then that's when you're gonna appreciate and want a man of the Lord, or just a man in general. All right, let me get that. Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Isaiah 32 verse 2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water let me start over. Isaiah 32 verse 2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So basically, okay, the main point of it is the fact that all these terrible things, all these bad things, having a man of the Lord, a man of understanding with you, that is, the protection that you need in your time of. That's basically what that means. All right. Because Slakia, it is a very commonly accepted, commonly known thing. All right, not accepted but known that men are more logical and definitely tend to make better decisions and are not usually, keyword usually, what's the word? Driven by their emotions. Okay, but I will say that in today's society, okay, we've kind of been a bit more programmed to think in that wrong type of sense, in that upside down type of sense, where we are more leaning towards our emotions. Which I will say that I definitely have moments where I guess I attempt to allow myself to make decisions based on my emotions, but at the same time, through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, I'm able to catch myself and remember, okay, you know what, this is a logical thing. This is what, YAHAWAH, needs me to do instead. All right. And that's the thing that we need to be able to do, have control over our emotions and not let it dictate what we will do. Okay. Especially in tougher situations. All right. Isaiah 13 verse 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So basically, to conclude it, especially another thing to remember is during Jacob's trouble, these women are going to be a prey. Okay, they're going to be another type of commodity or a possession to just take. All right, and at the end of the day, like, these women can't really defend themselves. I've dead ass heard of multiple different stories, all right, of women that actually go to the gym, are fit, or have some muscle on them, that just got either taken advantage of, or for the most part, the man that was the offender or whatever was succeeding and had all the control. So the woman was still like on her back legs. All right. So even the women that are fit and whatnot, they still don't really have much to them. All right. In terms of defense, which that's where or protection, and which that's where the man comes in. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'asham Yahawashai, Ba'asham Rakakwadash. You women need to fix yourself up. And I want to give I want to say DTA above the ball and Shalom.